everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. It's great if you are a returning viewer, then thank you so much for coming and checking out another pick a card reading, and if you're new then welcome. So today we're doing, aren't we, what's the tea on your person, what are they really thinking and feeling about you? So we're looking at sort of that today, and we've got our three piles. So we've got pile number one, which is this beautiful card, which is the violet card. Hopefully you can see that there. And the gorgeous blue stone here. Okay, and then we've got pile number two, which is the honeysuckle. Beautiful smell from a honeysuckle, isn't it? I love the smell of honeysuckle. And the gorgeous yellow stone as well. And then pile number three, which is, I think this is called the Trumpet Gentian. Some of you might know the correct pronunciation. If you do, then put it in the comments box. But I think this is the Trumpet Gentian. And it is with the beautiful red stone. Lovely deep red there. So those are our three piles. Just take a moment, choose the one that's you feel most drawn to. And that's probably got messages for you. There might be more than one pile, which is absolutely fine. Remember, it's a general reading. So, just take a message if it feels right for you, if it fits your situation. If it sits right with you. If it doesn't, then it's probably not your message. And then remember as well that it is a timeless reading, so it should be good for whenever you're finding it. But other than that, I'll see you in the reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number one, and welcome back to your reading. So in today's pick a card reading, we're doing, aren't we, what is the tea, or spilling the tea on how your person is really feeling about you at the moment in the connection. So you chose to come in under this lovely card which says violet. There we go, violet, and also the blue stone here. So that's our first card. So we've still got that there. And underneath, it says faithfulness and modesty. Modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart for truth. And that is a quote by somebody called Madame Guizot. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So there you go. That's the first card. Then we also had some other oracle cards, and we have got card number 19, beautiful card. It says dream wide awake, with this gorgeous sun and the lotus flower here. And also we have got the bat and hellebore with intuition. The bat and hellebore with intuition. Now, for some of you, with the card number 19, you might be inquiring about somebody, because 1 and 9 is 10, where there's been a completion of a cycle, an ending of a cycle. So you might be in separation from it. With the bat and the hellebore, and intuition, bats tend to navigate at night, don't they, through, I think it's ultrasonic sound waves, isn't it, that help them to guide them, so they're not able to see. So it might be a little bit of a situation that's in darkness, or a situation that's a little bit lost at the minute. Or there isn't a clear way forward in it. Maybe it's something like that. And with the lotus flower, I'm just noticing the lotus flower here. The lotus flowers I think it's in Buddhism, isn't it? It symbolises, it's kind of, I think it's a symbol of life, really, that you have to go through. It comes up through the mud, doesn't it? It takes root in the mud, and it has to push its way up through the mud, all the challenges, before it can become this beautiful white, pristine lotus flower. So maybe there are some challenges in this situation with this person, or maybe this person's feeling that there's some challenges in this situation. Maybe they're feeling a little bit lost. They're not really sure which way to go. They're just relying on their intuition. There's a strong theme here with intuition and dreams. So you may be connecting, and through dreams, through intuition, there may be a link between the two of you. Still a link. So if it has come into separation, for example, there may still be a strong link between the two of you, or they may feel there is one. But it may be that they're feeling a bit lost at the moment, but they're hopeful. They want new life to be brought back into the situation, or they want to get over certain challenges that there may be for some of you in this situation. But anyway, let's see. So what is the tea? Let's ask. What is the tea? How is pile number one's person really feeling? Something that pile number one might not know about. What is the tea? How are they really feeling about pile number one? 7 of Cups. Again, that is a dreaming card. So this might be a situation where there is a lot of dreaming going on about this situation. So either you're in separation, or it might be a crush situation where this person is spending a lot of time dreaming about the connection. But this is like dream wide awake. So I feel like they want to maybe ground it or bring it into reality or something. How is part number one's person? What is the T? How are they really feeling about part number one? Ace of Wands, passion. And then this one here, which is the Nine of Wands, but also there might be a bit of a mixed energy with them. And the overarching energy is the King of Pentacles. So I feel like this, what I was saying before, I feel like this person might be a bit confused in their energies or their feelings towards you. And that may be coming across if you're actually with them. Or certainly if they're in separation, they may be going through a little bit of a confusing time. And that might be why we have the Bat and the Hellebore, because it's like they're navigating through the dark. They can't really see where they're going. I think they have some hopes and some dreams for the connection, but at the moment it feels like maybe they are literally in the darkness, in that they're separate from you for whatever reason, but they can't maybe see a way forward, because the Ten of Cups is a bit of a dreaming energy. It's a bit like, it's also an energy of choices, thinking, oh, should I choose that? Should I choose this? So it's a bit of a confused energy. So they might, as I say, they might be a little bit confused about the connection. They know they feel a lot of attraction and passion and strong kind of like something strongly igniting with you. I think they kind of know that, or they certainly feel that with the Ace of, it might be this might be like a crush situation where there's a spark there, because the Ace of Wands is like that initial spark, which they are definitely feeling. But there's this sort of also, and I'm just noticing the candle or the light on this girl's wand here. There's a sort of a light in the situation. And with the sun here, there's a lot of references to heat and sun and light. So I feel like, because we've got the Bat navigating through darkness, maybe being a bit unsure of which way to go, I feel like they're looking for they're looking for a way forward. I think they're looking for a way forward. They're looking for the light, something to show them a way forward, because at the moment they are confused. That's how they're feeling. They're feeling confused. They're feeling unsure. They're feeling a bit conflicted in their feelings. But they're looking for. They're feeling a bit lost. But they're really wanting some clarity. I think that's why we've got all the references to the light. They're really wanting some clarity in the situation. They want to feel clear. They know they feel attracted to you. They know they feel drawn to you. But it might be that they're feeling that you're a bit defensive here. So that might be why they're a bit confused or unsure maybe about whether they should make a move, if it's about somebody that you're asking about whether they like you or not. So they might be feeling a bit confused, unsure about making that move, going towards that light, which they see as you, because there's a little bit of defensive energy to you, because the Nine of Wands can be a little bit of defensive energy. Now, the overarching energy is the King of Pentacles, which is a committed card. So I feel like this person, this person is in a committed connection at the moment. They are already settled, because that can be the King of Pentacles here. Or they want commitment, with you, and that is what they're thinking about. They want to have commitment with you. So it's one of those two things, and I'm not clear what that is just yet. Or it could kind of resonate for that could be pertinent to different people coming into this for different reasons, really. But there's something about commitment, stability, loyalty as the overarching energy. So either this person is wanting that, but they're just confused and conflicted about how to move towards that. Because that, again, see, with this is also a reference to light, because this king is holding this pentacle, and it feels to me like it's light, it's shining. There's like little fairy lights, little fairy dust coming from it. So I feel like maybe they're thinking, how am I going to navigate my way through this? It feels a bit like I'm in the dark at the moment, to overcome the challenges, maybe to get in towards pile number one, to get me my lotus flower, which is this beautiful, getting through all those challenges and having this beautiful end result Or it could be that they're conflicted because they're already settled and stable and solid in a connection, but there's an attraction. There's a spark of attraction. There's a spark of feeling with you. But that might be why they're confused or conflicted, because they're also a bit defensive because they're in this committed situation here. But they feel this strong passion or attraction towards you. So it's like, oh, I feel a bit lost. I'm not sure what to do in this situation. So I think that's kind of what's going on here at the moment. So in terms of astrological signs, we've got Seven of Cups, that is Scorpio energy. Ace of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Nine of Wands is Sagittarius. And King of Pentacles is Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. I feel like it's more Capricorn energy, actually, the King of Pentacles. But anyway, let's see what else is happening. Let's see. What is the tea on pile number one's person? How are they really feeling towards pile number one? Please, can you make it clear to me? What is the tea? I feel like those three have actually just... Oh, no, there's too many there. No, there's too many. How is pile... There we go. We've got Ace of Wands again. There is a lot of fire in their feeling for you. There is a lot of attraction. There's really a lot of chemistry in this situation for them. The World, completion of a cycle, and then we've got Two of Swords, again conflicted. Overarching energy is the Page of Cups. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this person is sort of struggling a bit. Oh, this one's come out, which is the Five of Wands as well, which talks about competition. Let me just move that over a little bit so I've got a bit more room. So let's put the Five of Wands there as well so that we can see it. So I feel like with the Ace of Wands coming up twice, I've got a feeling that for some of you, this might be, a lot of you, this might be around an attraction. Something that is, it could be a secret thing, but I'm getting the feeling that it might be around an attraction, a crush situation, something like that. And they're just a bit confused. They're not sure how to move forward, really, but they feel this real pull, this real chemistry with you. They want there to be I feel like they want there to be a new cycle, but they're just feeling stuck, because at the end of the beginning of reading we've got the Seven of Cups, and at the end of the reading we've got the Two of Swords, which is again somebody who can't see clearly. There's a lot of references to not being able to see clearly, with the Bat and the Hellebore, the Seven of Cups, being confused. The Two of Swords is an energy of feeling stuck, not sure how to proceed. So maybe they're just stuck in not knowing, and it could be because they feel like they're not sure how you would be well received. Maybe it's because there is a lot of competition, or they're feeling there's a lot of competition, a lot of challenges to the situation in terms of, maybe coming towards you. But the overarching energy is the Page of Cups, which is this, pages are about messages. This could be about an invitation, this could be about an apology. So maybe if it's a situation that's gone through challenges and separation, maybe they want to come forward with an apology, with an offer for stability, for security, for commitment. But there is this stuckness, but they've got this Ace of Wands, which is this brand new beginning, passionate new beginning, spark, and completion of cycle. So maybe it's for some of you whereby there's a lot of confusion because something has to come to an end in order for this situation to be created. And that might be why there is a lot of stuckness here. So for some of you, it might be that this person is in a committed situation, but I've got this strong attraction and feeling towards you. But they know that if they act on that, it's going to mean that they've got to literally like this, which is letting go of this hat. They've got to let something go and begin a new cycle. But I feel that is, and it's challenging, it's difficult, but I feel that is what they want to do. I feel like that is what they will do. But at the moment, they're still sort of stuck. They're still kind of stuck in this not being sure of how. I think it's like not being sure of how to do it. And that's why you've got the dream wide awake, because they want to kind of ground it. They want to bring it to reality. It might be a dream for them at the moment. It might be in darkness, it might be in shade. It might, I mean, faithfulness and modesty, it might be about being faithful. Maybe there's questions about fidelity or something like that in this connection. And they need to somehow work out a way of kind of grounding it. But I think that they are hopeful that they will be able to do it, because we've got the Page of Cups. So it makes me feel that they want commitment with you, they want loyalty, they want solidity, something solid with you. And it starts by them making a move, making a gesture towards you, either in the form of an offer, an invitation, or some kind of an apology to kind of get the ball rolling here. I just want to clarify the Two of Swords here. So what is this stuckness about? Why are they stuck? What's going on? What's the stuckness about? Again, the World. It's like, yeah, it's ending something. Yeah, Ace of Cups, and beginning something new. I think it's got something to do for a lot of you with them. This might be a three-way situation. Or this might be something where they feel they've got to let something go in order to begin something with you. And that is where they are struggling. They want to do it. I think they will eventually do it. But the World coming up twice is about a completion of a cycle. So like something needs to be ended. Something needs to be completed in order for something new, with the Ace of Cups, to begin. Yeah, in order for this new loving relationship to begin. So that is what is causing them to feel stuck. But I feel that they will overcome it. I feel, because you've got the lotus flower here, which is about overcoming those challenges and eventually getting to that point. And you know, it might be that they have to rely on their intuition, that they have to rely on their inner guidance. Maybe they're doing that right now. But it's something, maybe, you know, like I say, you are defensive, or maybe sometimes they move in and out of defensiveness about whether they want to do it, whether they don't want to do it, because maybe they're a bit scared. Maybe there's a little bit of fear here for them. But I do overall think that they want to bring it into reality, to ground it in some way. But it means letting go of something else. Now, in terms of astrological signs, the Ace of Wands, again, that could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Two of Swords, I mean, that is justice, which, not justice, that is Libran energy. It's also the Justice card, but it makes me feel like that, you know, it needs to be brought in. I feel like it's not in balance at the moment, or their feelings aren't in balance at the moment towards the connection. But they know in order to bring it into balance, because obviously with the World card, you know, that is the last card of the major arcana, and then we've got the Ace, which is the first card, isn't it? The first, not of the major arcana, but aces are usually ones. So it's like, you know, they need to kind of bring things somewhere, you know, into balance in some way. It needs to be brought back into balance. It needs to be brought back round into balance in some way. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. We've got any messages from pile number one's person? What messages have we got for pile number one here? What is the tea on how they're really feeling for pile number one? I am becoming a better person. So maybe you're in separation from this person. They're trying to work things out. Maybe they were dithery before. Maybe you couldn't rely on them before. Maybe it was, you know, the situation wasn't clear before. But now they're saying they're becoming a better person. They feel like they're working things out. You came closer than anyone. You came closer than anyone. What else have we got for pile number one here? I want to feel that way again. What else have we got for pile number one? And their person. I left you before you could leave me. I want you. That would definitely go with the two Ace of Wands there. I want you. And then we're going to have one more. What other message do we have for pile number one? What's the tea and how they're feeling? I want to be more than friends. Maybe this is a friendship connection, and they are crushing on you, you're crushing on them, but there's confusion. They're not really sure. They don't know, like I said before in the beginning of the reading, they don't know how to move towards you. But I think it starts with them offering something, wanting to offer something, an invitation, an apology, and move forward. Maybe a phone call, reaching out in some way. But anyway, pile number 1, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, and welcome back to your pick a card reading today, which is, what is the tea on your person? What's the tea? What are they really feeling about you? So you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is honeysuckle. I mean, I absolutely love honeysuckle. It's got such a beautiful scent and gorgeous kind of yellow orangey kind of flowering, hasn't it? It's so beautiful. And this says domestic happiness and devoted affection. And it's got a quote by William Shakespeare, and it says, "I will wind thee in my arms, so doth the woodbine the honeysuckle gently entwist." That is beautiful. I will wind thee in my arms, so doth the woodbine the honeysuckle gently entwist. Gorgeous. There we go. So that's your card that you came in. Also the little yellow stone here, which is beautiful. And a couple of these oracle cards as well that I've shuffled, and I've got, this is lovely, Established Priorities, card number 4. I love this card actually. Beautiful moon, all these lanterns. Gorgeous. And then we've also got the Cayman and Poppy with Dreams, card number 20. Cayman and Poppy with Dreams. I mean, with the moon and this, you might be asking about somebody where the situation is sort of like a bit asleep or inactive in some way, because poppies are a sedative, aren't they? They're used to produce opium. And the Cayman, I think the Cayman kind of rests, doesn't it, before it kind of pounces. It feels like it's in a resting phase. It might be in a resting phase or in a separation phase, particularly with the moon as well, where things are, it's night time. It's in a resting phase. It could be something hidden. It could be a hidden situation where somebody is needing to establish or come up with some priorities in the situation, or prioritise a situation in some way. Dreams as well. You've got the idea of dreams, things being maybe not concrete, and that might be why you've got established boundaries. Maybe it's maybe it's not a concrete situation, it's a hidden situation, it's a situation that's inactive, not established boundaries, but that might be something where their boundaries need to be established. But she says established priorities. And then you've got domestic happiness and devoted affection. Okay, so let's see. Let's ask, what's the tea on pile number 1's person? What are they actually feeling for pile number 1? Something that pile number 1 might not be aware of. What is the tea on pile number 2's person, I should say? So if I said pile number 1 before, that might be a reference for you to listen to pile number 1. But anyway, what's the tea on pile number 2's person? How are they really feeling about? I feel like it's that one actually, right there. It's coming out. Me, which is the High Priestess. Again, a very hidden. Their feelings might be really hidden, because the High Priestess is a very hidden energy. So this might be a secret situation. This might be a crush situation. This might be a clandestine situation. It might be somebody that you're just looking at and wondering whether they actually like you or not. How are they really feeling? Queen of Pentacles. How is pile number 2's person really feeling? It might be that there's a lot of an intuitive pull in this, a feel. Maybe if for somebody you don't necessarily, it's someone that you're not actually in a connection with, or you're just wondering about whether they like you, but you feel a strong pull. Because with the moon, the High Priestess, the dreams, it's all very sort of hidden, but there's a kind of like a thread between the two of you that you maybe quite understand, because you don't maybe know them that well, that much in the 3D world, but there's this strong pull with the moon here. Maybe it's an unpredictable situation as well for some of you, because the moon governs the tides. Tides go in and out, don't they? How is pile number 2's person actually feeling about pile number 2? I feel like maybe there's a lot of things unsaid in this connection, or a lot of things under the surface in some way. Page of Cups. Okay. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. I mean, come on. This, bar number 2, I mean, if this is a crush situation, they 100% are crushing over you too. But they're keeping it very hidden. But I mean, the Knight of Cups is the overarching energy. The Knight of Cups is probably one of the most romantic cards in the deck, if not the most romantic card in the deck. I mean, this is about coming forwards and declaring, you know, how you feel, declaring, you know, in a romantic way. It has a, you know, it's about taking action. It's about expressing yourself romantically. It's about acting in a romantic way. So I feel like this person has dreams, is dreaming maybe a lot about you, about maybe whether you can have this domestic happiness together, this domestic happiness and devotion together. You know, that you are somebody. I mean, just with that quote, I mean, you know, they are feeling very, very, very romantic towards you, and are just maybe waiting for the right time. Something like maybe about waiting for the right time in some way. But I feel like with the Knight of Cups here, they want to declare it, because you've also got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is also about a message, or coming forward with a message, or an offer of love, or maybe an apology, or an invitation in some way. An invitation. Page of Cups is often a crush kind of energy. So this might be that this person has a crush on you, that you're inquiring about somebody that you're asking about somebody you've got a crush on. I mean, they see you. The Queen of Pentacles is central. I mean, they see you as somebody who's absolutely gorgeous, somebody who is really attractive. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is very, very, very attractive. She takes really good care of herself and her appearance. So I think to them, they are thinking that you look really, really, really good. You are but you don't just look good, you give off a really loving vibe, because the Queen of Pentacles is very loving, very caring, very nurturing. She is great with family life and with children, and just being a very caring person generally, but also incredibly business savvy. The Queen of Pentacles is very business savvy, somebody who's very good at their job, very a master of what they do in their work, but somebody who's particularly good at, even if they're not in it, they're particularly good at business and finance and money, and also practical things. They may see you as somebody who is feel that you're already settled, because the Queen of Pentacles is a slightly older energy to the Knight of Cups. So maybe you're the more mature person within this, and they're a bit younger than you, or there might be a little bit of an age difference just for some of you. But they're seeing you as very mature, very stable, extremely attractive, really solid, with feet on the ground, got their world and life sorted out. So somebody who's very solvent, and yeah, settled and stable, and also maybe somebody who's incredibly wise, with the High Priestess here. Very wise, very intuitive, very connected, you know, has a very expansive mind. So I think they think you're incredibly bright and intelligent, and maybe just has a lot of hidden knowledge. Maybe they see you as very psychic, with the moon here. The High Priestess coming very much next to this moon in the established priorities. I think they're seeing you as very psychic and intuitively connected. There's a lot of, I mean, with all the cups, with the moon, with the High Priestess, and the dreams, there's a lot of, I feel like this person is really fantasizing and dreaming about you, and they feel deep in their emotions for you. I mean, that quote from William Shakespeare alone is just so romantic. They are feeling very, very, very romantic, but you might not know it. It might be hidden from you at the moment. It might not be declared, but I feel like they want to declare it 100%. They want to take action. But maybe there's something about just waiting with the Cayman here. They're feeling like they've got to wait for the right time in some way, something like that. But let's see, I feel called to do one of these cards. Let's see what these say. Didn't in pile number 1, but I do in this one. So what is, what's the tea on how pile number 2's person is actually feeling? What is the tea? What is it? What's this one here? What does that say? Talk. Talking keeps your relationship alive. I did say something about communication. I feel like this person does want to communicate. Maybe for some of you, this is about, a situation that's come into separation, and now they are feeling all these feelings for you, deep in their feelings for you. They want to come forward. They see you as somebody that they want to connect with, that they want to reconnect with, that they feel very much a deep love for, but maybe they didn't prioritise it before, or maybe it wasn't prioritised before, and now they have to establish, they need to prioritise it, and I feel like they definitely do want to do it, and maybe they're thinking, we need to talk, with the Page of Cups here, that's like a message. We need to talk, we need to get things back on track, we need to come out of a resting phase, if we've been in a resting inactive phase, and get back into repairing, what might have gone on, something like that. Let's put that there, and let's see what else we've got. So please can you tell me, what's the tea on pile number two's person? What are they really feeling for pile number two, please? Please can you tell me, what are they really feeling right now for pile number two? How are they feeling? The Magician. Okay. The Star. How are they really feeling for pile number two right now, please? Oh my goodness. And the Queen of Wands, pile number two. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, they want it to be, they want you to reciprocate their feelings with the Six of Pentacles. Here's the overarching energy, because the Six of Pentacles is a sort of give and take kind of energy. It can be a card of generosity as well. So I feel they want to be generous in they weren't generous before, or if this is a situation which is in separation, they want to be generous with you this time round. They want to give a lot more maybe than what they did before. So maybe before they hid their feelings, or they didn't show much of their feelings, or it was all kept private and you didn't really know what was going on, and that came into separation. But now they want to be very generous with their feelings. They want to give, because you've got, so out of this secret situation, or this hidden situation, or hidden feelings, the Magician, they want to create something, they want to manifest something. And they might be doing a lot of dreaming and, about you, and they want to bring it into reality, because that is the Magician card. It's like saying, right, okay, so I've got all my resources now on the table. I've got all the skills. I've got all my skills. I know how to manifest this now. So out of dreams, out of something that's hidden, out of secrecy, out of intuition, I'm going to make it concrete. That is what they are feeling, with the Magician card. They want to bring something concrete into being. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, my eyes, the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the Star. My goodness, pile number two, they really elevate you. They see you as something absolutely special. The Star, could be that they want some healing in the situation, because the Star can be about healing. So maybe if it's about the talking and, getting back on track through communication, maybe they want some healing in that. But they're also seeing you in this, the Star shines bright. Both these images are gorgeous. I think they just are very, very, they think I think they think you're gorgeous in terms of how you look, because both these cards are extremely attractive. They're seeing you as very, I believe they're seeing you as very talented, actually, as well. I don't know what you do, pile number two, but I think they're seeing you as somebody who's very talented in what you do. It could be with a Star here that you are quite in your role. It's, a lot of people see you, or you're viewed by a lot of people, or you have a lot of people working for you, or you are the star of the show, or something like that, where you're sort of central to what you do, or you're just central in your life. You're very popular. Maybe you're an extremely popular person as well. And they really like that about you. But they also might be watching you, because with all this secrecy card here, that you might have some sort of social media presence, or some way in which they can watch you, they can connect you. And I think it's got something to do with what you do for a living, how you work. So maybe you've got maybe you've got an Instagram account, or a Facebook account, or a YouTube account, or something like that, and you do something online where people can access you and You know, you provide a really professional service, and you know, they can see you, and maybe you're getting more and more popular, maybe you're getting more and more followers, something like that, and they see you as somebody who is, you know, really rising, but is also really, really good at what they do. Something like that, but they've got hope for the situation. I think they're feeling very hopeful about the situation, with the Knight of Cups here as well. I mean, under the Page of Cups, which is a message to you, is the Queen of Wands. I mean, it could be, just for some of you, that this was a bit of a three-way situation, because we've got two queens here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So maybe, you know, it's all hidden and secret and under the radar, because somebody was in a connection with somebody else, but now they may be free and they're wanting to come forwards towards you. Or it could be that they just see you as, you know, there's no amount of words to describe how they feel about you. That's why you've got all these queens and the star. You know, I mean, the Queen of Wands, again, is somebody who, you know, is incredibly attractive. Out of all the queens, she's probably the most obviously charismatic and attractive and confident. I mean, she's incredibly confident. I think they see you as very, very, very confident, or they're feeling very confident now. If they weren't feeling confident before, I feel like they're feeling confident now in you and the connection. And they want to take action. I feel like they do want to take action, but not, I feel like there's a little bit, I just feel like there might be a little bit of a slight pause before they actually do that, but only a slight one, because I feel like they're with all this energy here. But they definitely, you know, see you as somebody who's just so bright. I mean, you've got all this Queen of Wands is in red, so there might be a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry, a lot of ardour. So I'm just going to move that. A lot of ardour towards you, because, you know, you've got these two queens and you've got this star card here. Now, in terms of astrological signs, and then maybe they want to reciprocate, you know, they want that to be reciprocated, you know, this person is giving this, you know, like I feel like these people are trying to sell this person something and she's giving them probably over the odds for what they're selling. So it's a bit of a reciprocal energy, it's a bit of give and take, where somebody's being a bit generous. So I feel like this person wants to be generous with their feelings, but also they want to be able to be a bit of a give and take situation, a bit of a balanced situation. So they're hoping, I think, that you would reciprocate their feelings, something like that. But let's move these up a little bit and let's get, so in terms of astrological signs, Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, I feel like Queen of Pentacles is always Taurus energy actually. Page of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Star is Aquarius. Knight of Cups, again, Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. There's quite a lot of water and feeling and depth and sort of psychic. You might actually be quite psychic, pile number 2, you know, or they might be quite psychic, but there's definitely a psychic intuitive link between the two of you in some way. So let's see if we've got another one of these for this reading for pile number 2, on what is the tea with their person, how are they really feeling about them. Let's see what have we got here. Thinking, you may be on someone's mind, thinking, and then what else have we got? Heal, revitalise your heart. There might have been, it might all be in darkness here, in secrecy and inactivity, because it's been in separation and there's been a time for healing, and now they're wanting to talk. So maybe it's something like that, where there was a need for healing, and that's why there's this pause situation, this separation situation. This may be a little bit, yeah, where they've been doing a lot of healing, but and the star card is also about healing, but they've also been doing a lot of dreaming about you and feeling very still strongly connected to you. Let's see if we've got any other messages for pile number 2 here on their person. And what is the tea? How are they really feeling? What's the tea? I know I messed up everything. That might resonate for some of you. I want to tell you how I feel. That would definitely go with the Knight of Cups, the talking, the Page of Cups. Definitely want to express their feelings. What else have we got here? This one says, I am not available. And then this one says, I regret lying to you. I regret lying to you. What else have we got? What other messages have we got for part number 2 and their person? This one. I wonder if you are happy without me. And then the last one is, I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. So those are just some of the messages that might mean something to some of you. So thank you. So that is the end of the reading, part number 2. So I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, welcome back to your reading. So today's pick a card reading is, what is the tea on your person? How do they really feel about you? And you chose to come into the reading under this lovely card. And I think this flower is called a Trumpet Gentian. And it says power and healing underneath. And there's a quote by somebody who's unknown, an unknown quote. And it says, to get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. And then we have this little butterfly here. So there might be something around needing to be patient, or not you, but patience generally in the situation, and maybe something around transformation and healing. So maybe this person is thinking of transformation and healing, or something like that. Or there's power in healing, being grateful for what you've got, working with what you've got, not going for the grass is greener or something like that. And the red, a little red stone here. Put that there. We've also got 2 oracle cards, and this is Take Action, card number 14, which cancels down to 5. And then this is, the snail and huckleberry, Trust in the Invisible. Trust in the invisible, okay. Take action, trust in the invisible. Right. I mean, there might be some challenges in this situation with the 1 and 4 cancelling down to 5. I feel like this person is they might be going backwards and forwards a little bit between wanting to move quickly or take action, and then just with the snail here being pretty slow. So there might be a mixed energy with them, or going backwards and forwards somehow, or not being a lack of clarity or something. Just for some of you, that is what I'm feeling. There may be a lack of trust in this situation. But anyway, let's see. Let's before we do anything, let's see. So what is the tea? So maybe this person is just not sure how they're feeling, or their feelings are mixed in some way. Anyway, let's just see. Thanks so very much if you've subscribed, commented and liked. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that. So let's see, how is pile number 3's, what is the tea on pile number 3's person? How are they actually feeling, really feeling about pile number 3? Maybe it's something that pile number 3 is not aware of. How are they really feeling? Page of Wands. 9 of Swords. How are they really feeling? The Fool. And then, the Tower. Yeah, so this is, I feel like either with the power and the healing here, it may be with the Tower card that this is coming to separation. So this is you're asking about somebody that you're in separation from. Something's happened here. Something quiet, maybe it was unexpected, maybe it was a shock, but it's definitely a pulling down of something, a destruction, a destroying of something that you thought was solid or stable. But it may be that they want to do something unexpected, or they're thinking of doing something unexpected in some way, because that can also be the Tower card. Something out of the blue that you're not expecting in some way. But I think with the power of healing, for some of you, it may be that something has happened and there needs to be some healing in the situation. And maybe they are going backwards and forwards about whether they should try and heal the situation with you. Because the take action shows me 3 horses running, and I feel like they just want to rush towards doing it. But then also we've got this slow snail. So I feel like somehow that they maybe they're in, if you're in separation, they've done some healing and they're feeling that they want to come towards you, but they're maybe holding themselves back or stopping themselves or slowing it down or something like that. Because I feel like again, it's like a bit of a mixed energy here, because the Page of Wands is about, you know, wanting to begin again, wanting to start again, or wanting to begin something with you, feeling a spark of passion, feeling a chemistry with you, feeling an attraction here. Pages maybe even that they want to take action. It comes right next to the take action. Well, this is about taking action through a message, a conversation, an email, a phone call, something like that. But there's a lot of worry with the Nine of Swords here. The Nine of Swords is fear. There's a lot of fear, and that might be why we've got the snail, where they're slowing themselves down because they're frightened, they're fearful. But they may be making too much of that, because the Nine of Swords can be somebody that just is literally losing his sleep because they're so stressed about it. But often it's our own thoughts that are just going around and round, and as we do that, it just makes it even worse. So I feel like this person might just be stressing themselves out big time at the moment about whatever might have gone on in the situation, or if they want to do something unexpected, if they want to do something unexpected that might be a bit of a shock in some way to the situation, and it's causing them a lot of concern, a lot of fear, a lot of worry. Yeah, so I feel like, because basically with the Nine of Swords, you've got this little owl here. And owls symbolise wisdom, but that owl kind of is like being blocked from coming in, really. So I feel like they can't see clearly at the moment. They're sort of going a bit backwards and forwards, and it's stress. Because when we're stressed, we can't think clearly, and I feel like this person is not thinking clearly. Maybe they need some healing in some way. I think the situation might need some healing for a lot of you. The Fool is like a new beginning. So they've got all this fear and this stress, but on one level, they also want to take action and move towards it and begin again with the Fool card, because the Fool card is the start of a brand new journey. It's the beginning. It's the Fool's journey, isn't it? It's the very start of the major arcana. It's the taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, just going for it. So I feel like on one level, this person wants to go for it. If you're in separation, if there's been a problem, or if coming towards you is going to cause an issue, and that's what they're worried about. They're sort of stuck in fear, but equally they want to come towards it. So it's either maybe they're settled with somebody else, maybe they're in another connection, and something would have to come tumbling down in order to begin something with you, or it has already come tumbling down and they are stressed and unhappy and anxious in that situation, and they want to begin again, but their fears are holding them back in some way. So here, I just want to go back to this quote. So it says, to get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. So maybe somebody just wasn't appreciative of this situation, and that's why it came tumbling down in some way. And now this person is sort of like, in one way, they want to come towards it, they want to start it again, but there's kind of fears about doing that. But actually the situation sort of like, is saying to move it forward, you need to kind of appreciate what you've got, and be patient with it, and then kind of work on it. So maybe it was with the speed here and the slowness. Maybe it was all speed and passion and everything before, where in actual fact it needs to just, be more stable, more solid, more steady in some way, something like that. I feel this person feels very attracted still towards you with the Page of Wands here. There's a lot of fire. But anyway, in terms of astrological signs, I think with Page of Wands, that is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Nine of Swords is Gemini energy. So those are just some of the astrological signs that I'm seeing here. Let's see what else we've got here. What have we got here? So I feel this is person's maybe a little bit confused, a little bit mixed. Not sure, held back by their fears, but equally wants to begin the situation again. So they could be giving mixed messages. If you're actually in contact with them, they could be giving mixed messages to some of you. Just in what they're saying and also in what they're doing, because basically they're not really sure what they're doing. And that could be because they are just very stressed and so they're not thinking clearly. So what have we got here for pile number? You know, what's the T? Any advice on what's the T for pile number 3? About pile number 3's person. Any advice? Thinking. You may be on someone's mind. Yeah, I think you're very much definitely on this person's mind with all the swords here. Because swords is thinking. Swords are thoughts. But I feel like this person's thoughts, they're just overthinking. They're thinking really. A lot about it. What else have we got? There might be some regrets as well with this person. They might be stressed because there's some regrets. Timing, allow events to unfold at the correct time. There might be something around time. So maybe if this situation, a tower situation, where something's maybe coming to separation, or there's, you know, because a tower can be a really painful time. So maybe if something's happened, you know, it needs to just have time. There needs to just be time to heal before, you know, you jump straight in. And maybe your person is conscious of that, but it's making them feel stressed being out in the cold here. So maybe their instinct is to rush, but they know that they need to be slow to allow healing to take place, to allow the shock or the unexpectedness of whatever might have happened, the pain that might have been caused, to heal a little bit. Maybe there's something like that. I don't know why, but I'm being asked to look at this. I want to tell you how I feel. That's interesting. I want to tell you how I feel. So maybe if you're in separation from them with all this worry and stress, they're just thinking, oh, you know, I would like to communicate with you. I'd like to tell you how I'm feeling in some way. But anyway, let's pick up these ones. So, you know, what's the T on pile number 3's person? How are they really feeling about pile number 3? King of Cups. 4 of Pentacles, yeah. Oh, that one's flown out. What's that one? Knight of Cups. They're definitely stuck. King of Pentacles is the overarching energy. They feel stuck. And I think it might have something to do with the situation. They feel like they can't move at the moment, and that might be frustrating them. With the snail here, they feel they've got to go slow, but they actually want to go fast. 4 of Pentacles. Maybe they're feeling that you are really stressed and unhappy. I feel like they want to hold on. Definitely want to hold on to the situation, but I think there's a sense of frustration with them. Or maybe they're just, you're frustrated. You might be frustrated with them, but there is a sense of frustration, of they may be caught up in their anxieties and fears that they feel like they have to hold on to at the moment because of separation, because the situation can't move in any way. It's frustrating them, and they're kind of stuck in that state, really. But I mean, how they feel about you, or the Page of Wands, which is about this kind of igniting, this passion, this new beginning, this excitement, fun. You know, they want fun and excitement and happiness with you, is the King of Cups, which is a card of wisdom. The Page to the King. Maybe they were foolish before, and that's what caused it to come into separation, because the Page of Wands can be a very kind of, can be a bit of a selfish energy, a young energy, an immature energy, somebody who's sort of just out for themselves, just getting what they want. And they've matured now they want you to know they've matured into the King of Cups, who is through this separation period, through this period of being on their own. Maybe they've gone through healing. They've recognised the value of the situation, and they are the King of Cups now, which is somebody who's very much in touch with their feelings, very mature, very wise, very deep in their feelings for you. But maybe they're feeling that you still think of them in this way, which isn't, you know, in the way that they were before, and you might have every reason to. But they are maybe thinking that I have changed in some way. With them holding, this King of Cups is holding a telescope. You know, so I feel like maybe they're saying, look, I can see into the distance for our connection. I can see clearly now. Maybe I couldn't see clearly before, but I feel like I can see clearly now. The Knight of Cups is, again, that they want to take action. They want to take action towards you. They want to show you their feelings of romance, their feelings of love. They want to tell you. I mean, the King and the Knight of Cups, I mean, those are two very romantic cards. And it's also cards about telling you how they're feeling and about being emotionally very mature. Maybe they weren't before. With the Fool here, they might have been foolish before. They might have been very foolish before. But now I think they kind of wanting to say to you, you know, I want to tell you how I feel. Maybe they're wanting to say to you, look, I've matured. I'm more, you know, more wise. Much more in touch with how I feel. And I feel, you know, very strongly for you. I have deep feelings for you. But there's this kind of right back in the middle of it, is there's the slap in the middle of it, is this kind of feeling of frustration, feeling stuck, feeling anxious, feeling fearful. And I think it's because the situation, maybe because they feel that they can't go as quickly as they'd like to go. I mean, the overarching energy is the King of Pentacles, which is to make it stable again, right under the Tower, which is instability at its core, which is instability, things being completely brought to, you know, a stop, things being brought down, a stable situation, or what you thought was a stable situation being completely, you know, crumbling, really. But the King of Pentacles is stability, is the ultimate stability card, really, because the King of Pentacles is loyal. That's why he's always got this dog by him. He's loyal, he's faithful, he is, you know, prosperous, he's solvent. So I feel like this person not only, you know, feels that they have these deep feelings for you, but they want to commit. They want to feel like they want there to be more commitment in this situation. But there's something around timing, and I think that they know that and if it's, like I say, if something has come down, so maybe for some of you, you know, this is a three-way situation, something stable and committed that maybe you and them were in, you know, and that takes a while for that to, you know, to settle, and it takes a lot of healing and all the rest of it. So maybe that's the situation for some of you, and now it's time, they're thinking, right, well, now it's time for us to regroup, to reconnect, to get back together and have a stable, settled connection, because that is what I want to build. I want to build something with you. So from this Tower that's toppled down, I want to build it up again. That's because Pentacles, it's all about building, recreating, building something up, making it stable and solid and secure. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. In terms of astrological signs, King of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. King of Pentacles, I always feel King of Pentacles is more sort of Capricorn energy. Knight of Cups is always Pisces. Four of Pentacles is Capricorn energy as well. So let us see if we've got one more of these cards, and then I think I'm going to put that here, and then I'm going to get some message cards out. So what's the T on pile number 3's person? How are they really feeling? Anything here? What's this one? I feel like that one wants to come out as well. So this one says, oh, triangle. So yes, there might have been a triangular situation, like I was saying before. Evaluate your emotions for a firm decision. Now, I can't remember which one that came out in. It might have come out in pile number 2, because the night came out in pile number 2. Forgive. The act of forgiveness releases tension. So maybe they want you to forgive them if something's happened to you. I mean, obviously, again, that's up to you, pile number 3, if you want to do that. But this is kind of what's just coming out for them. Let's see what else we've got. Any other messages for pile number 3? And what is the T? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So, let's see. We will be together again. So there you go. We will be together again. I feel like this person definitely does want to be with you again, if you've come into separation with them. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So maybe there was something that needs forgiveness in this, again, with power and healing. So look, like that one's popping out. I feel you even though we are apart. What else have we got? I knew exactly what I was doing, and that could go with a page of wands if they did something selfish. What else? Just being near you is intoxicating, and then we've got one more here. I hide behind material things. So there you go, pile number 3. That's been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.